Aquarius, starting off with your overall energy. We're going to take a look at what's going on and what's coming in now until the end of the year. What's up? What's up? What's up? Material harvest, hope, accelerated motion, wisdom, and universe. Okay, manifestation, check. Something good's coming in, something that you want. Material harvest, that's manifesting abundance, something with a wish fulfillment. Things are going to start moving fast for you. Get ready, buckle up. Positive things, I feel. The universe is like, all right, you know what? You've had enough. Let's throw Aquarius a bone here. Let's help move and uplift Aquarius. I feel like the universes have spoken. Wisdom. I feel like this was a big lesson. You learned a lot from it. It was maybe something that that you signed up for, needed to happen. It was a big lesson. And now you're healing or healed, and you're moving on. I mean, we're never fully healed, right? But you're healed, and moving on, and having abundance come toward you. This is awesome energy. It's awesome. All right, current energies, current situation for Aquarius. Decisions about what to do next. All right, so maybe doors of opportunity are opening for you after what looked to be somewhat of a painful ending. It was definitely a big lesson that you just came out of, or you're coming out of. You're planning now, planning ahead, being methodical, being strategic towards victory and success. Like, you're not playing. You're not messing around now. Communication, you're speaking it into existence. You're making it happen. All right, what else? Interesting. I feel like you're thinking back on the past, or just really, when we're healed and we think back on traumas or disappointments and painful things and things like that, when we're unhealed, it's trauma, right? We're afraid of these memories. When we think about them, we cry, we hurt, there's pain. When we heal from things, we look back on our past, it's just a memory. There's no emotion or feeling attached to it. That's how we know we're healed from something. For me, anyway, that's how I know when I'm healed. When I did the work and I can look back on something that was really painful, and I can look at it like, oh, it was a memory, a lesson, I'm good. I feel like that's what's going on with you. The healing is, it's happening. And it's, happiness is coming in. It's almost like you just relieved yourself from this weight and these burdens and this heavy energy. Now you're just like light as a feather. You know what I mean? There is a little stance of like taking your power back, but I also feel like it's like a brand new fresh start. I'm trying to spit these words out. A brand new fresh start where you don't have to lie, manipulate, pretend, sugarcoat. Like, you're gonna be you. You're gonna stand where you want to stand. You're gonna believe in what you want to believe in, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're happy about it. You're doing what makes you happy, and you're committed to that. Healing is it's powerful. Healing is powerful, and I feel like you did the work, doing the work. I feel like you're about to end this cycle here. So let's see what's still blocking you, or what still needs to be worked on. Decision making. Making better decisions, or the best decisions. Decisions are always a little bit of a struggle, because we have our old ways that our habits that we're so used to or attached to. And it's almost like we need to be aware of subconscious decisions, right? Where we don't even think, we just do. Make sure you stay aware of the decisions that you're making, and not just fall back into same pattern, same routine. Make sure you're a conscience when you make decisions. You pay attention. Patience also could be a little bit of a blockage. Patience, communication. There could be somebody also interfering or blocking. I have fire energy here. Misery loves company. Could be a friend, family member. I don't think it was like a love relationship that's like trying to hold you back. Could be. That's the thing when you change. When you grow, when you heal, things that used to be good for you may not be good for you anymore. So there could be something that's still kind of lingering that needs to be moved on from, healed from. It could even be one more thing to heal from instead of like a person actually holding you back. It could have been like past energy that still needs to be healed from. But I feel like you're good. You're rebuilding. You're getting back on track. You're finding your way, your purpose. You're manifesting. We're always manifesting, but in a positive light. All right, so what are you manifesting? What's coming in now until the end of the year? What's happening? Following your intuition. Following intuition. I feel like you're also choosing to move in silence. So you're not like announcing everything that you're doing. You're not telling everybody you're doing this, X, Y, Z. You're really just keeping to yourself with your moves and following your intuition. You don't want to have to explain it to anybody, and you don't want to have anybody question you. Because if people question you, then you question yourself, and then you are wondering, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice? So you're really just moving in silence, which is, I think, the best way to do it. Still keeping a focus on healing or wish fulfillments. You may still find yourself now until the end of the year, like shutting down or hermiting or just not in the mood to like go out, socialize. That is somewhat part of the realignment process. But you are definitely elevating, leveling up, or maybe you just want to spend some time at home. The Lovers. Reason to celebrate. Okay. What's this? You. The release of like toxic ways of thinking. Some of you could have had some like little addictions, obsessions, temptations, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like you're not even paying attention to that stuff anymore. They come in though, so just again be careful, because there's always going to be temptations to make bad decisions, right? Stuff that you already learned, that you just came out of. The universe also, and the universe is very present in your energy. Don't forget, that was an overall energy. The universe does sometimes like to throw us little tests, little curveballs, little roadblocks, speed bumps, to see if you're really true to this change, to manifest what you really want. Because if you pass this test, it's almost like, do you ever realize like the resistance of things just go away, and all this stuff, all this good energy comes in towards you? That's what's going to happen here. So, but it comes with temptation and tests. The universe is watching you very closely. Careful what you think, careful what you do. Yeah. The wheel's turning in your favor for stability. Money, finances, stability. So very good overall. You're on the right path. Keep going. Make those changes. Do those healing techniques. Keep that focus. You've learned, big time learned something. And it's like, it's almost like when that temptation comes in, you do know better. You're just going to be like, no, not doing it. I'm not doing it. I made so much progress, and I can feel things are starting to change, and I'm not doing it. All right. Make today amazing. Look on the bright side, so keep that positive mindset. You have everything you need within you. So yeah, another thing too. This is kind of like a solo journey. This is a you journey. This is a you healing. You know, this isn't where everybody needs to be involved. And I feel like that's why you're moving in silence, because you don't need the validation from other people. You know, it really is a solo journey here. Don't worry about things you can't control. And people you can't control. You know, people are going to do what they want to do. That's just how it is. All right, what else? Go hiking. Research good nature spots near you and follow a trail. Catch up with a loved one over the phone. Light an aromatherapy candle. When things seem hectic, take 5 minutes to do nothing but stare out the window. Like, anything else? Anything else? All right, if things get overwhelming, give yourself permission to leave the situation, take a breather, and come back to it later. Yeah, so you don't want to say things that might not be good. Find 5 unexpected beautiful things on your way to work. Find a smell that relaxes you. So some kind of scent or aromatherapy candle, incense, something